I'm Jenny, I'm 43, I'm from Newton, and I've lost almost 50 pounds and counting. I was already at my heaviest and I didn't know it because I hadn't been on a scale in 100 years. But when my sweatpants started getting tight, I was like, and I was looking at what Peapod was dropping off, and I'm like, I've had chips and dip for dinner like 4 nights in a row. And I was like, this can't continue. And to realize that it was finally time, because I had been talking to my friend Jess. She and her whole family had done Awaken, and she had been telling me about it since we became friends. And I was like, yeah, maybe I'll go, yeah. But I was so afraid to change. And even though I was miserable in my body, and so I've lost 50 pounds already, and on someone my height, that's, I'm a Smurf, so that's a lot of weight to carry. But I needed to get into this mental place where I just was like, I need to have some control of my life over something. And honestly, this whole program has gotten me through the pandemic. It's gotten me through the end of the Trump year. It's gotten me through so much stuff, and I feel so empowered. And I feel like I can all this stuff, it's changed so much more than just why I'm doing it. And I don't think I fully understood how important that is to the human experience, to really just center your focus on yourself so that you can grow, and you can see what you can learn, you can see what you can achieve. And that gave me such a feeling of empowerment to then go out into the world and be like, it's time to make change everywhere else, because I have that self-confidence now. And it has nothing to do with how I look. It has absolutely, because it's not I'm now going spelunking and rescuing children from small spaces that I needed to be 50 pounds smaller. That's not what I'm saying, but just being out and being you know what, I can walk Teddy through a protest now. I can do all these things that that it hurt my body to do. And that's way different than I need to look good in jeans. When you're I want to be able to keep up with my niece and nephew. I want to be able to run with my dog. I want to be able to, if I need to jump a fence, that'd be a good thing to do, because sometimes you need to jump a fence. And my body couldn't do those things before. It's that basic. The laws of physics were not permitting my body in that size to do those things, and those are things that a human body should be able to do. And that's not even about my organs. That's not even about my gene size. That's just living your life. And I really didn't understand that my size was getting in the way of me living my life. I really thought it was only about what other people thought of me. It would take me 3 days to film the whole thing of how much this place means to me, because I really thought I was stuck. I thought this is gonna be my life for the next 60 years, and to not only have the freedom that that's not the truth, but also that I'm fully responsible for it. That's a huge thing, because I've had a lot of successes in my life, but they were shared with other people, or maybe I didn't have this amount of control. There was luck involved. There was, it's different than getting into college. That's just a one day, you do your application, you work really hard in high school or whatever. But this just because it's yourself, because it's the snail shell that you live in, it's so empowering. It's just crazy. So eating won't be the main source of my pleasure, but running's fun. Playing outside with my dog and not getting weak knees is fun. Running around and being able to climb on a jungle gym is really fun. And so if you think about it just as a way, food was a way that I was ensuring that I got doses of dopamine every day. You just substitute out for new ways that you couldn't get that dopamine before, and it's regulate. My mood is improved. Everything's improved. My skin is improved. My mood is improved. My hair is improved. My clothes fit better. Well, yeah. And it's not just there's these rewards going on all the time that make it so worthwhile that I never felt on another diet. I don't know if it's the lack of sugar or the really low gluten, but I used to have all these little bumpies on the top of my arm. They're all gone. After, I don't know, my skin looks great. So that makes me really happy. It's a great program, and it's easy.